Reports from inside Al-Shifa hospital say Israeli soldiers went room to room, questioning people and telling younger men to leave during their raid, which the IDF says is continuing this hour. Israel says it discovered weapons, military equipment, and an operational command center belonging to Hamas in the hospital's MRI building. Thousands of Palestinians have been sheltering in the hospital, afraid or unable to leave due to intense fighting outside.
Based on intelligence information and an operational necessity, IDF forces are carrying out a precise and targeted operation against Hamas in a specified area in the Shifa hospital.
Israel Defense Forces saying they killed several Hamas militants as they entered the grounds of Al-Shifa, releasing this video of their soldiers at the hospital, said to show them delivering medical equipment, supplies, and baby food for the hundreds of patients and thousands of displaced Palestinians inside.
Tanks moving within the hospital. We can hear continuous shooting that we hear now. But again, it's totally a scary situation.
Officials with the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry say there are about 650 patients, at least 400 staff, and more than 2,000 displaced people. The patients include 36 surviving premature babies who were taken off incubators due to fuel shortages. This video from the Gaza Health Ministry, shot at least a day before the raid, is said to show damage to the intensive care unit from Israeli strikes. One of the doctors says ICU patients have been moved to safer areas in the corridor, away from the life-saving devices they need. Doctors say people inside had to shelter from gunfire outside as today's raid by Israeli troops and tanks got underway.
They targeted the hospital directly. The outpatient department was targeted directly, and the fourth floor of the main building was targeted as well.
Follow me as we go in, and we will see the MRI center and see the weapons that Hamas has hidden inside.
The IDF releasing this video, it says, shows the weapons, military equipment, and technical devices it discovered inside Al-Shifa's MRI building.
Military equipment. There is an AK-47. There are cartridges, ammo. There are grenades in here. Of course, uniform. And all of this was hidden very conveniently, secretly behind the MRI machine.
The video does not show any of the tunnels Israel says are underneath the hospital, and none of the hostages taken by Hamas on October 7th were found. Hamas rejects Israel's claims it found weapons and that it has a command center under Al-Shifa.
The hospital should not become a place of a war zone of danger.
The United Nations Emergency Relief Chief condemning the raid, posting on X, "I'm appalled by reports of military raids in Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza. Hospitals are not battlegrounds." Others also condemning the raid today.
Israel's military incursion into Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City is totally unacceptable. Even if health facilities are used for military purposes, the principles of distinction, precaution, and proportionality always apply.
Meantime, on the other side of the world, the United Nations Security Council adopting its first resolution on the war, calling for urgent and extended humanitarian pauses and corridors in Gaza and the release of all hostages. 12 nations voted in favor, with the US, the UK, and Russia abstaining. It's a long-awaited diplomatic breakthrough after weeks of failed negotiations.
Honestly, I think many had given up hope that we would ever speak on this conflict.
Fuel and aid continue to trickle into Gaza through the Rafah border crossing in amounts not near enough, according to the UN and aid agencies. The UN aid chief calling on Israel to open another crossing as the humanitarian catastrophe worsens.